So, welcome to Mixed Greens. Thank you for listening.
I'm Erica.
I'm Judy. And right now I'm about to pack a bowl of black cat.
Ooh. Is it purple?
Black cat weed. Herb. Yes, it is purpley. It's like hella sticky. So crystally. Like, okay, so...
Let me smell.
I went to a concert this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the weekend before. So we skipped a week. Anyways. So, I went to the concert and, you know, I brought my shit. So, and I had to sit a booth. So I was working a booth at the concert. Mm-hmm. And I forgot my freaking lighter, dude. I was so annoyed. And then I didn't want to go because now that weed's legal, they have those little setups at festivals where you can buy lighters, Skittles, papers.
Oh.
And so I was like, I don't want to go spend $5 on a lighter. Which I ended up, like, the next day, I ended up finding a $2 lighter because I freaking forgot the lighter.
Again.
Oh, no, it was at night because the dude had... So anyways, I borrowed a lighter from one dude at the booth. He had a vape pen, or it was probably like a weed pen. But anyways, I borrowed a lighter from him. And then I sat in the back of the booth because it was just the booth and then the fence. And it was just totally blocked off so I could smoke in privacy.
Okay.
Even though a lot of people are just smoking in the festival, I could have done that.
Right.
But I still feel stigmatized doing it. Plus I had my kids there too.
Yeah.
And I just think that that just smoking in general should be done off to the side.
Right. Especially when your kids are there.
Yeah, and the festival is supposed to be like a family friendly festival anyway, so cigarettes, weed, whatever you're gonna smoke, just keep it to the side.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, for those, not even just the kids, but I just think it's common courtesy. I don't like cigarette smoke.
Okay.
And there's people that don't like weed smoke.
Yes.
So anyhow.
Not everybody's in the same bunch.
Yeah.
Not everybody likes alcohol, but too bad.
So the girls, there was 2 girls next to me. They were working. I don't want to say the booth because I don't want to get them in trouble. Just for when we're all famous and
and they listen back, right?
Right. So, they're like, oh, they're kind of looking like, oh, and I was like, you want some? Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh my gosh, yes, please.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they even just had a little bit, and I was like, yeah, man, I hate when people are stingy, like, especially at festivals. Mm-hmm. Like, just, I brought a lot.
Okay.
To share. Like, shit, I'm rich now, so I might as well share.
But not with weirdos, though.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't even be talking to them in the first place.
Right.
Yeah. So, so they hooked me up with hella Dasani. They were giving them away as, like, well, they were just giving the cans away you could drink. So I was like, oh, dang.
That was their booth? You say you weren't telling them?
Oh, yeah. No, they were just like, here, just take it. Like, just, I didn't even like it. It was like the sparkling waters.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like those sparkling waters.
I kind of like some of them, but not all of them.
I don't even like unflavored. I don't like mineral water. I don't like bubbles in my water. Like, unless there's hella sugar, then...
Okay. I don't like soda. I don't even drink soda. Every now and then.
I like soda. Mm-hmm. Soda is my weakness. I
gotta get this away from me for accidentally...
I don't drink it all the time. I definitely, like, don't buy it for my house.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I do. Once in a while. But it's the Hansen soda. And it's, like, when it's on sale.
Okay. I like those.
But I grew up on soda. Man, my grandma would buy cases of soda when they were on sale with coupons and stuff. Because also she had a bunch of grandkids, and so we were always at her house. And it's way cheaper to buy soda, than juice. And then it's like, you just give us water, but she didn't do that because she also had a sweet tooth.
Okay.
So it's just passed down. But I know it's not good for you. Even if it's healthy soda, the carbonation, the way the carbonation affects your body is that it takes the calcium out of your bones.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
I thought you were going to say, like, it messes with your esophagus or something like that.
Well, yeah, it's for sometimes, and like when you have an upset stomach, I like to drink soda, like little Sprite or some lighter soda, just the bubbles.
I'm a juice person.
Ginger ale. Huh?
I'm a juice person, like 100% juice too. Like that's what I like.
I like juice once in a while. I love like fresh orange juice or fresh apple juice. Forget about it.
Well, I like going to like the little Spanish stores and getting like cucumber
the
watermelon. That's what I used to get.
Oh yeah, the agua frescas. And those have a lot of sugar in them too.
No, they blend it right there.
Oh.
Watermelon and cucumber.
Oh, that's yeah, because most of them
they juice it right there.
They put a bunch of sugar in it.
No, I'm not talking about a smoothie or
No, yeah, but
I'm not talking about the frescas. I'm talking about just straight.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's the bomb.
Yes, I had a smoothie like that with carrot juice.
Okay.
Carrot and orange juice, and I was like, all right.
Have you been to that place on Los Alamitos?
No, I don't support Los Alamitos.
Okay.
you know, and that kind of, I guess this segues in, like, I do support, because I patronize them. I go to Pasty. I always say Pasty.
Pasties. Me too.
Yeah, but, so I'll go to Pasty Kitchen. Pasty Kitchen has, for y'all that don't know, they has their little meat pies.
Right.
So they're savory pies.
Or a vegetable.
Yes, they have a vegetable one that's hella bomb. Yes, they have sweet ones, fruit, and they make cookies.
I've never had their sweets.
Oh, I've had their cherry pie. Chris's uncle, he used to live right in front of us.
Okay.
And he loves sweets.
Okay.
And so whenever he'd go there, he would get cherry. And that's the first time I heard about him was through him, and I tried the cherry. I'm not really big on, like, fruit pies.
I've never tried it.
I'd rather have a chocolate chip cookie. They make chocolate chip cookies. And they're hella bomb. They're, like, crunchy on the outside and, like, soft and chewy on the inside.
And are they warm?
Yeah, and they're warm. And they're, like, big. Like, they're bigger than the palm of your hand.
I've seen them, but okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good. So I'll go to Pasties. There's a print shop. There's a black lady that owns it. So minority, female. Okay. She's so cool. And in fact, she just gave me a compliment on my son this week. Yeah, she's like, oh, wow, your son, like, you should be proud. And I was like, oh, my God, thank you. That's so awesome. So, little shops like that.
I never knew that.
But it's because I am so annoyed with... So, do you remember Dean Grouse?
I heard the name before, and I've seen his signs.
Okay. So, let me tell you about Dean Grouse.
Okay.
When Obama got into the presidency, he was the mayor of Los Alamitos.
Okay.
And he sent out a comic that had Obama planting watermelon.
Oh, wow.
At the White House.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was...
While he was mayor.
Yeah, while he was mayor.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was even...
Posted it where?
I think he forwarded it to... So, like, back then...
Oh, I might have heard this story.
There wasn't a whole bunch of memes. So that's what you did. You forwarded memes, essentially, or these cartoons, which were, like, the original memes. But anyways, so yeah, so he did that. So he forwarded...
I kind of recall something like this.
Yeah, so he had to step down, and now he's running...
For...
council.
Okay.
And he had he lives down the street from me. He has this big banner, like how many feet? It's like 3 feet. Yeah, probably like 3 by 6 banner for himself.
Okay. When
Trump was running, he had the same size banner for Trump. Now my thing is, there's a lot of Dean Grouse signs in this.
Is that why you put more signs out in the front?
Yes. That's what I got. Oh, and somebody stole my Tanya Doby sign. Okay, so Dean Grouse, so he's this racist dude, and now I see my neighbors putting these signs up.
Okay.
And these neighbors have lived here probably longer than I have, so they know him and they know about this.
Right.
And I've always known this about him, and every time he's talked to me, he's reached out for me to like work with him or something.
And you're like, no thanks.
He smells awful too. He's like, so he's a tall white guy. He lives one block away from City Hall. He
Okay.
drives there. In his he has a big, like, SUV, and then he also has, like a Dodge Charger or something.
Wow.
So he's a tall white guy. He always wears, like, suits, like, from the 90s. He looks like he's had them since, like, the early 90s, late 80s.
Okay.
He has rings all on his fingers. And he has, like, skinny, like, teeth that are, like, decaying, you know? Like, just some...
How old is he?
And he's at least...
About...
70.
Okay.
At least 70.
White hair
or... yeah, all white hair now.
Okay.
And, so he's put his signs everywhere in the city. I don't think he's asked for permission. And I'm wondering, what are you going to do after the election? Like, whether you win or not, are you going to leave these signs there, or are you going to go take them all down? Because you're littering. And it's not just him. This has always bothered me since I was a kid.
Okay.
Like, you know, growing up in the ghetto, there's always those chain link. There's always some lot that's chain link fence all around it that every politician wants to put their sign up.
Right, that's true.
And I'm always thinking, like, dude, like, that is so awful. Like, are they, like, what happens to these signs? They fall down on the ground.
Right.
And nobody cares.
Okay.
That's so annoying to me.
I thought you were going to go a different angle.
Oh, like what?
Like, they're brainwashing the kids as they walk down the street, and you know, whoever has the most money has the most signs on the fence. And
yeah. This is true. It's just something to be accepted.
Yeah.
If you have, like, the most amount of money, you can manipulate elections.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's just very. So that's why I feel the need to, like. Oh, and back to Facebook. This is why, like, I've been posting the homies Tanya and Mark.
Okay. Right.
Just, you know, because the more shares they get, it doesn't matter if anybody, like, sees mine, because I'm not on there often, but it counts for them for shares and comments, and their posts will be boosted and go through the algorithms.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. So I had a Tanya Doby sign, and somebody took it down, and I really think it was my front neighbor. Did I talk about this last time?
No.
Okay. So I really think it was my neighbor that lives in the front.
Wow.
I think that they don't like me because, I don't know, because I'm loud. I listen to rap music. I listen to all kinds of music, though. I'll even listen, like, to country, like honky-tonk country.
Okay.
Like, none of this whack-ass new shit. So, none of this mumble country.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
All this country, like, just, anyway, country music is like, go America, get drunk.
Well, it's also pretty pop now, too.
Yeah. And still written by black people. Asterisk on the still. Anyways, so, and they put, like, they have this huge American flag. Oh, I was talking about
yeah, you did talk about that.
Because they have that flag. So I did talk about them taking the sign.
No, you didn't talk about taking the sign, though.
Oh, okay, well, I think it was them, because the next day, so I put the sign up, it got taken twice. So the second time, or the third time, I went out there, and I was like, on my way out there, their door was open a little bit, and I knew it had to have been one of the neighbors. So on walking out, I said, go ahead, keep taking down these signs, and I'll just keep putting them up.
Right? No, you need to move them to the other side. Like, on...
It's on my side. It's
no,
like,
you need to move it in front. Well, that would be rude.
Yeah, like, I mean, I even have it, like, on the little strip that's not directly in front of their house, and it's not even on the other neighbors. Like,
right.
You could tell because
strip.
The lawnmowers nowhere to mow. The grass is, like, very different.
Wait, do you think the gardeners did it?
No.
Oh.
Because, the next day, so after I said that, the next day, the second, one of the signs that was stolen was back up there. And I was going to check their trash.
Wow.
I was going to check their trash because, like, the trash day had just happened or something.
Okay.
But I was like, man, I ain't got that kind of energy to be petty like that.
Right.
Whatever.
Oh, wow. They put it back.
So
I heard you.
And then it, like, throws off, like, okay, it had to be one of them because somebody would have just taken it again.
Damn. Too bad you don't have, like, a camera for your car and park it in the front.
Well, that's what somebody said, and then I was like, if it would have been taken again, if it would have happened again, I would have done that. But
it'd probably be obvious.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then so Mark Turco, the other guy, I served with both of them on the Parks and Arts Commission. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got to know them.
Okay.
And they both have families. They're like
in LaSalle.
Yeah, Mark. He on his statement, he said he's the only lawyer that's on the council.
Okay.
He's already helped balance the budget.
Okay.
So he was on the committee that balanced the budget. What were those people like? Why wasn't it balanced before he got there? Like and this has been an ongoing thing. It's like, oh, all of a sudden he gets there and now it's balanced. Like, what were y'all doing this whole time? And one time, the mayor, Shelley Hasselbrink, the mayor at the time when I was on the commission, she would suggest these like absurd things like, we haven't had, like, our parks are very nice, but we haven't had new equipment installed in almost 30 years. So, she said, how about we put a dog park up? I was like, bitch, you want to go spend the money for some dogs? But
that's so funny.
Yeah, so, like, we still have wood chips every other park because we make too much money, so we don't qualify for funding.
Grants, yeah.
So, it's like, figure that shit out. So I said on the public record, I said, and there was a public meeting, and I said, these, because at the time we were installing a new park.
Okay.
So I said, is the mayor briefed on these meetings? Mm-hmm. And he says, yes, she is. We have them, we go over. I said, so then she knows how much of a struggle it is just to get this one park, and she knows that our playground equipment hasn't been updated. And he's like, yes. I said, okay.
So she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
she loves dogs.
Yeah, her daughters are off in college now. So, and her daughters are, or one of her daughters is learning to be a doctor in like the Caribbean islands. Okay. So, because I know you can go there, and like if you're a doctor there for 2 years or something, they pay for your education, which is almost like a fucked up thing. Like, why are you bringing, like,
goddamn immigrant?
I know. Like, why don't you invest in your own community? Anyways, so he gets on there. He tells them, hey, he was the only one that voted against the city suing the state to opt out of SB 54, the sanctuary state.
He's the only one.
Yes, and he says in his statement, he says the voice of reason. So he's a lawyer. He has this information. He's involved.
Right.
And he said he wants to be the voice of reason. And it's like, yes, like we've already spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this lawsuit. The city has already spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this lawsuit. Meanwhile, our youth center, the one that caught on fire, is still in the same state. Still sad. Okay, so so last night we went to a concert. We got a bunch of weed. We're still high.
Yeah. And a bunch of free weed.
Yes.
Pre-rolled goodness. And I took it all away from her. We went with her friend Ebony. I took it all from her. Didn't I?
You did.
I might have gave her 2. Maybe. And I took one from you too.
Yeah, you took all of her shit. And you don't even care. Like, you think it's okay. You think that's right. You're like the colonizer.
Oh my goodness.
They're like, here.
I'm the man.
Come over here.
I'm the man.
Like, let me, like, oh yeah, by the way, that's all mine.
You didn't even like it, Judy. I knew it. You couldn't even hit it. You're like, let me go get my inhaler.
I know, man. Because of those papers.
Yeah.
They're too harsh. That's why I prefer out of here. And so I've had issues with my lungs like my whole life. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if I'm smoking weed. In fact, sometimes it helps calm me down.
Okay.
Because it's an anti-inflammatory. So
Depending on which strain.
Yeah. So So I've just been doing a lot of research, and because I also have like dry skin, and I'm like, there's something going on in my body.
Together, maybe.
That's causing this reaction.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably related.
And you don't think it's smoking?
No, because like I said, I've had dry skin and asthma. Like,
oh yeah.
Like it's kind of fluctuated my whole life, and I do know that stress. I've been stressed out.
Ooh.
Cigarette smoke, or just air pollution in general. Like, I work in downtown Long Beach, which is like right next to the port.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And also, I grew up in West Long Beach, which is even closer, not only to the port, but to the refineries, the oil refineries.
The freeway too.
And, yes, and the freeways. Mm-hmm. So, of course, like, my lungs are all like deformed and shit. So, like, I was coming home from work the other day, and like, this is like when I noticed I had to have the inhaler. Is I got off of work, I walked to my car, and I started getting an asthma attack. It was all like smoggy.
Today or
a couple days. It was last week. Yeah, it was last week.
Okay.
So I was like, dang, man. And like I said, I've been working a bunch. I started working 20 more hours.
Do you believe in asthma season? Because I feel like it's asthma season.
Yes.
Like November-ish.
I do believe it. Yes, you're right. And that's another thing. Yes. I have allergies.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to get real bad hay fever. And
change of seasons.
Yep, too. Whenever the seasons change, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or when it's just, sometimes here in California, it'll be very, especially because we're right on the beach.
Windy.
It will be overcast. So it'll be very cloudy, like foggy all morning, and then all of a sudden it'll get really hot. Mm-hmm. So that kind of environment breeds mold. And like all the spores and tree spores and all that kind of stuff. So if I eat honey regularly,
local honey.
Local raw honey.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever since I started eating that, I've never had a hay fever, and I used to get those like very regular, like every 3 months for sure.
How local is local, do you think?
So, and this is another thing I looked into. Local honey in Southern California, like, and you can go to your local farmer's market, mm-hmm. and you can ask the beekeeper there. So, and you can ask the beekeeper like what local raw honey is good for you for your allergies, and they will tell you. So
they know. Interesting. And also where it came from. But I want to know like how local is local to you.
So, so for me, I go to farmers markets and purchase it. Mm-hmm. So it'll be just a city or two away from me.
Okay.
Because there's no bee farmers in LaSalle. And the type of local honey we need is from Santa Barbara to the border, basically.
Okay.
Along the coast.
Okay.
Once you go inland, you need a different kind of honey.
Ooh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So it's like each region.
Right.
That's why I say it's best just to go to your local farmer's market.
Because it's likely like your closest honey.
Yeah. And another, if you move to a different area and you start getting allergies,
you need to get on that local honey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it's just honey is so good for you.
Right.
And it's kind of like, this kind of falls into like
good
a little
for the skin too.
Self-care segment. It's so good. Like they quote unquote say, mm-hmm. Cleopatra used to bathe in it. You know? So like eat it, bathe in it, and mm-hmm. putting honey on your skin is so good for you.
Right.
It's a natural humectant, which means...
Oh, I was going to define that.
It draws moisture to your cells. Okay. So imagine your cell is just there, just all exposed and sad and lonely. And then all of a sudden, like, you throw honey on there, and it's like...
Okay.
All the water, like, you didn't drink water, and the water will, like, draw to your skin, draw to your face.
Interesting.
And it'll just, like, package the skin cell in water molecules and cushion it and keep it all warm and cozy like, and then you just feel all warm and cozy like.
Okay. So I made a formula the other. I like making formulas. I can't exactly remember every single ingredient, but it had raw honey, lemon juice, potato, like you shred a potato, and then use the juice of that. And then for some reason it had a drop of cinnamon.
Yeah, the cinnamon is with blood. It increases your blood flow.
Okay. And it was like a little face. It wasn't a mask, but it was
and like, you know what's so funny is, okay, so go on.
No, that was it. That was
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
My cousin, I remember she was telling me how she cut herself and it wouldn't stop bleeding. Mm-hmm. And because she doesn't have health insurance, like many Americans, and soon to be many more, thanks to, anyways.
Like, thanks to who? No.
Orange Cheeto. Mm-hmm. So, she Googled it and it said put cayenne pepper on the cut and it'll stop bleeding.
I would be like, hell no.
Yeah, so that's exactly what she said. She's like, hell no, I'm not gonna put that. Or you could just eat it. Okay. So that's what she did. So she just ate it, and she said, sure enough, it clotted the blood. And then, so she said, so then afterwards, she put a little bit on the cut just to see if it, like, what it would
burn.
And she said, nope, it did not burn or anything.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so my mom's best friend told me the other day, because I gave her some of my cannabis tincture. And I said, if you have a Charlie horse, use that on your Charlie horse. And she was like, I get them all the time. And she was like, you know what I use for Charlie horses? She was like, pickle juice. I'm like, what? And at first I thought I was like, you rub it on your calf or something? And she was like, no, you drink it. I was like, what? So what do you think? I don't know.
Well,
the salt or the vinegar?
I don't know. I'd have to look into that, but I do know that you get Charlie horses and muscle cramps
from potassium, lack of potassium,
and being dehydrated.
And that, yeah.
So just eat a banana, drink more water, and that's the thing. That's why. And then I bet it's probably the electrolytes too, because that's why athletes drink.
Gatorade with the. Yeah. There's pretty, a lot of sodium in there.
Even though now they're starting to, move, athletes in general are just starting to move to, healthier options.
Okay. Like the Propel waters or something.
Yeah, sure they'll drink Gatorade at the game, but, in general, they're, more coconut water.
Oh, okay. Oh, so let's go back to Charlie horses real quick. So this is kind of funny, Judy. Every time I got pregnant, I know immediately because of a few different signs that happen within a week of pregnancy. And one of them is hella Charlie horses. As soon as I started getting crazy ass Charlie horses, I knew. Which is crazy. But not really, because when you get pregnant, you begin to become deficient in shit. So that makes sense.
So I looked up the pickle juice. So apparently it is the sodium. So the electrolytes. It can improve your hydration. And it said it could stop it stops cramping faster within about 85 seconds.
She said it was fast.
Faster than water.
I can't believe her.
Yeah, and it's due to the mustard.
Mustard seed?
Yep, the mustard. The mustard seeds have about 200 milligrams of sodium. And 2 ounces of pickle juice has more than 400 milligrams of sodium. And the adequate intake of sodium can improve hydration.
Oh, so let's see how much Gatorade has.
It has 450 milligrams per liter.
That sounds about the same size as the pickle jar.
2 ounces of pickle juice has 400 milligrams. So 2 ounces of pickle juice has 400 milligrams.
And Gatorade.
But 1 liter of Gatorade has 450 milligrams. So you have way more Gatorade with.
So drink pickle juice. Oh shit! What if we start selling pickle juice to athletes? No.
Powerade is 225 milligrams a liter. Half that. They sell pickle juice in shots, 8-ounce shots.
What?
Or you could buy a gallon of it if you'd like. Or 16 ounces. So they sell pickle juice in a variety of sizes for just drinking.
I'm late to the game.
I really like pickles.
I like pickles.
Fucking love pickles.
Wait, did you back in the day used to have the pickle with the saladito?
No, I didn't really like the saladitos. It's too salt. I would eat like half of it.
Chili saladitos.
And then stop. The lollipops?
No, chili
salad.
No,
yeah, the little, yeah.
I didn't used to get the regular salt.
Yeah,
Chili.
I wasn't big. I had a sweet tooth. I was like, I did not even like spicy food as a kid. My kids like spicier food than I did. Okay. I was like, ketchup and tamales, what?
Hell no. Hot sauce. All my kids kind of like hot sauce.
Yeah, all my kids like hot stuff. They eat hotter food than adults. I mean, not that hot. I'm sure, like, your kids probably eat hotter stuff, but
I don't know.
They don't. But also, like, I cook with a lot of spices too. So, like, I like Indian food and shit. So,
I never made Indian food.
I like making Indian food. And they use a lot of the same, or like they use like similar spices, and it's like cinnamon,
right?
Cumin.
I love cumin. I don't hate cinnamon, but I hate like nutmeg.
Oh, I like nutmeg.
I hate all spice.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
If I make a pie, I will leave. I won't put that in my.
Then your pie ain't got no flavor.
Yes, it does.
Sugar flavor and cinnamon.
If I have to, to put, like, I might go like this with the nutmeg, like.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to try pie.
All right. Okay. I'm actually going to make one, but I don't know. I told you I was going to make the custard shit, but I haven't. I don't know.
It's your peaches.
Yeah.
Probably already bad now.
No, they're already cut in the refrigerator.
Yeah, just make a regular peach pie. I actually found a recipe for, like, vegan.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Custard, like to make a vegan custard with.
I wouldn't mind making the custard vegan.
It was like agar. I think that's what you have to buy. Agar.
What the hell is agar?
It's a thickening agent. Oh, because it was vegan marshmallows. So it's because marshmallows and a lot of gummy candies use gelatin.
Right.
And you know, gelatin's just crushed up bones and cartilage.
Wait. I could assume. Is it?
Yeah.
What kind of bones?
Animal bones.
Which ones?
Hopefully. All of them.
Prove it.
Prove it?
Yes, I want to know what the hell.
Oh my god, I can't believe I have to. This is so stupid. Everybody knows that.
I didn't know that.
What is gelatin made from? Gelatin is a mixture of peptides and proteins produced by partial hydrolysis of collagen extracted. See, doesn't that sound nice? Like, it doesn't sound like extracted from the skin, bones, and connective tissues of animals such as domesticated cattle, chicken, pigs, fish.
Interesting. So, sorry. I do believe everybody knows that, except for me. Now I know.
It happens to all of us.
Now I know. And you know what? I'm not afraid to admit it, you know? I admitted it.
See?
I was honest.
Yeah.
But when you said collagen, that makes sense. But bones, I was like, hell no.
So you can use agar. It comes from seaweed, but it has no flavor.
Okay. And that would gelatize as well. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And it's actually more effective because it has like a higher heat tolerance.
Why do you want that?
I think Jello will melt.
Oh.
Gummy bears melt.
Mm.
So marshmallows melt.
So is it more chewy then? Than my soap?
I don't know.
Have you used it?
No, I haven't. I haven't used, but I've eaten foods with it. And
okay.
And just, like, even non-vegan foods have it.
You probably have to learn how to adjust it.
It seemed pretty easy. I mean, I don't really want to make vegan marshmallows.
Oh, I don't want...
But...
I don't want marshmallows.
I like marshmallows.
I've had homemade marshmallows, but I've never had homemade roasted. Like, over the campfire, that'd be the shit.
What? You've never had a homemade?
I said roasted? No. No, I mean, like, you know how people make homemade marshmallows?
Yeah.
And then, like...
Oh, and then roast a
over
homemade.
the campfire.
Okay.
I like, you know, that shit would probably...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting tongue-tied again. It would be the shit, probably.
Yeah. So, I don't know. If you want to try that. So, this black cat, I feel like it was definitely, like, calm. It's, like, calm me down, help me focus.
What black cat?
The weed.
Oh.
The black cat strain.
Like, I didn't see that at your house.
The black cat strain.
Wait, are you allergic to cats, did you say?
Not all cats.
Okay.
And if my asthma's, like, flared up... And I went to my cousin's house. She just got a cat. Lord help her.
I love cats.
And I was there for, like, less than 10 minutes, and I, like, had a whole, like, attack. I had to, like, come home and get my inhaler.
Oh, wow.
She keeps her house closed and just her air on. So like, and her house is clean.
It's just not letting that cat circulate.
Yeah.
And that hair probably blowing around, too.
Yeah, dander, the oils. Yeah. So it's like, oh, well, it's like...
Like, let me sit outside.
Yeah.
I'm too calm or something today.
Because we're... hungover.
I should have been hungover, but...
Like, I'm not hungover, like, I have a hangover.
Oh, okay.
Like, I do have a little bit of a hangover, and, like, in the sense that I'm dehydrated. I'm tired.
I drank a lot of water today, too.
So back to the lungs thing and everything. Also, that's why I've been trying to eat a lot of more fresh food. You know, like...
Have you been having celery juice?
No, I haven't. And that was another reason why I wanted to talk to Sahara, so I can get the juicer. Oh, you wanted to talk about...
Oh, maybe not any of that. Oh, okay, yeah. How I'm feeling real great lately. What did I actually put? Oh, I think I was... Okay, so something to the nature of I've just been feeling great lately. Almost stress-free. Pretty much stress-free as far as, like, this is concerned. Like, the move and everything. That's been, like, so, like, drama-free and stress-free. That should have been crazy as fuck. Like a hell of a ton of a weight has been lifted, like, immediately. That shit's crazy.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you finally feel better. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, at work today, I roll up, and in the parking lot, someone straight shitted on the wall of the building.
Ew.
And there's, like, there's parking slots that are against the side of the building.
Okay.
So there's, like, enough slots. There's, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 slots on that side.
Is it passenger side or
and in that one, no, it's like, so the building runs east-west. That's how the building is. The front door to the back door. Front door is on the west end, and the back door is on the east end. And the parking slots run north-south. So just along the side of the building, that's what there's 10 car spots.
Okay.
And everybody's parked in all the spots except for that one spot. And it's like, and it's so funny because when I pulled up I was like, oh shit, and then I was like, oh shit. Totally laughing. And then everybody that came in is like, oh shit. It was so freaking hilarious. But it was like the weird, like it was
like
just like
projectile.
It was a projectile poo.
Oh,
it was like
Show
2 feet.
No.
Like up 2 feet. So it was just like imagine if someone got a spray can and just like sprayed in one spot. Like that's how this shit was.
They probably thought that it was gonna go down, and it somehow just.
They probably had like massive explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was a bunch of napkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was so gross. So gross.
Probably a homeless person, maybe.
Yeah, the homeless.
Or explosive diarrhea. What the fuck can you do?
I don't know, but it was like right at the front door. So that's why I think someone would. It was like 2 feet from the door. The door is just like right around the corner.
So that probably happened in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but still, I'm thinking like it had to have been somebody homeless, and like the homeless community has like a very high rate of mental illness. So I was like, dude, is some like twacked out fool that just like did that, because if somebody that was like you or me that like had explosive, like, I mean, I would never shit in public like that unless it was like the woods, you know. But we wouldn't shit right there. We would go back in the corner.
Hold on a minute.
Like a normal human being,
I would try to go back in the corner. But what if like you tried to make it and like that was the last step you could take? It was right by that damn door.
I think that if you're so close, like you would have the time.
Like, let's say
it's not that far.
Let's say it was last night. We were on our way home. All of a sudden, it's like fuck, and you like sharded, like you're driving. You're driving and you shard a little bit. And you're like fuck, and you're like fuck. I gotta pull over. Like you just happen to be right there. And then, like, you trying to make it to the side, but, like, I thought you were going to say you were going to clean it up. I'm not cleaning that shit up.
Hell no.
I'm out.
No, nobody.
And I hope I know I'm on camera, too. I'll be like, hiding my face or something.
Yeah, or I would have actually, like, cleaned it up. Like, I thought you meant, like, clean up that shit. Like, I would have cleaned up my own shit. I would like bury it or like do something like that's disgusting. That is like
it is disgusting, but it's disgusting.
Then this is
so
kind of
I gotta go.
How like, you are though. How you turned around and took all of those prizes we won from us. You're just kind of a selfish person. You're more like egocentric.
No, because I didn't even bother reaching for it.
So. Because you knew you were just gonna take whatever we got. That's how egocentric, like that. You just made it worse. That comment. Anyhow, I would like if that happened to me. Like I would not want somebody else to have to clean up. Like cleaning up your own shit is not as bad. It's like
that's true, but I would have been trying to get away so fast. I wouldn't be trying. Fuck that! You gonna get caught, Judy.
It's an empty ass parking lot, dude. No.
You're gonna be all on tape.
There's no cameras there. And we were like, so there's, okay. So we called somebody, cleaned it up. We felt like hella bad for the people that were, the lady that owns the building, she was not gonna clean it up. I guess it's happened before. And the thing is
it that type of area?
Yeah, and hepatitis has been going around. And now there's this like typhoid fever going around. That's like, there's this new typhoid like outbreak that in downtown Long Beach and Pasadena had higher rates, like higher incidence of this, like people getting infected, and it's transferred by fleas that go from rats and cats. So rats and cats have these fleas, and I'm like, dude, I'm thinking like they're gonna need to try to control the population because there's so many, and this is another thing too, like there's so many apartment buildings. It's so congested and it's so trendy. Everybody has to have a pet. Everybody has to have a dog.
Right.
So, like, you have, like, 700 units. Like, even if half of those people
have pets, or probably like a third,
where are those animals going to pee? And so I was talking about this with my coworkers, and then Laura, she's like, homegirl's like, well, like, just take a bottle of water. Like, that's what a responsible person would do, is take a little bottle of water, so when your animal goes, you just rinse it off. I'm like, yeah, Laura, but that's what people like you and I would do. Like, and she's like, that's why I don't have...
I never thought of that.
She's like, that's why I don't have pets, because I can't take her. I'm like, yeah.
Right.
That's what... But there are people that are totally irresponsible and have... The most irresponsible people always have pets.
Well, I like cats. I've never owned a dog in my life. But if I did, I probably would have never even thought of rinsing their pee.
Yeah, we'll see. And then there's nothing like, what about cat pee? So a cat's just out wandering.
No, an indoor cat.
No, well, not your cat, but just, yeah.
Even though do you know what happened to my cat that time?
You ran it over?
No, I did hit a cat before. I saw him coming to, I was like, no. Boom. Then
that happened to me too.
And then I looked in my rearview mirror and he was like flopping all around and stuff in the street.
Oh no, I saw somebody hit a cat. I saw somebody, like, I was like, you stupid motherfucker. Like, it went right in front. And I was like, you deserve to get hit. It got hit. It rolled. Like, it literally rolled. It looked like it just rolled and landed back on its feet and ran out.
Okay.
It was like the weirdest thing.
Well, then one ran out too. After he was like, oh. And then he ran off. I cried because I love cats.
I don't love cats.
I could tell. So, do you know what happened to my cat, my last cat? We loved him. His name was Benny. He was killed on my birthday.
Murdered
by a dog. Because he was an indoor cat, but he did like to go outside. And I should have never let him outside. I never even had well, not really. I never really kind of had yes, I did. We made Cinco eventually. Anyway, he went into a yard with a dog. That dog fucked his ass up.
Dumb.
Oh, my bird. I know. But you know what? Because the lady kept them dogs in the house. They were big ass dogs too. Like 2 of the same dogs. She never really let them out. So, this one time motherfuckers was out.
That's not, see, and this is another thing, like, what I think, like, I don't hate cats.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, you know, cats are not, like, domestic, like, there are some breeds of cats that are bred for domestication,
mm-hmm.
but still they're wild. They want to be outside.
Right. That's why I let Benny out.
Yeah,
because he loved it.
I feel like it's like messed up to like, and now you can the only places that will adoption places will only let you have the cat
if you keep it indoor.
That's so sad. I don't like keeping like pets in cages in general. I feel like if I'm going to have something, I'd want it to be free.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, I don't know, poor little thing living in a cage. Like,
right.
I would not want to live my life like that. I don't want to be reincarnated as a fucking hamster. Just living in a cage. Like,
I like hamsters too, but
they're cool, but like, I guess, but I would want to have like enough space for it. Get one of those little balls that can go where the fuck, you know?
I had a hamster.
But then even that's weird. Like, it can't ever touch the outside earth.
No, listen to this. So I also had a cat named Cinco, who was bad as fuck. Then I had a hamster named Rolanka, because you know in like 9th grade you have to have a hamster or a mouse. We had a choice to raise, like, for class or whatever. So, like, you had to, unless your parents said hell no.
I didn't go to private school.
Right. Oh, sorry. It was Catholic. But anyway, so I named my hamster Rolanka. That shit was dope as fuck. My hamster lived the longest out of everybody in the class. I'm talking about years. I'm talking about like Rolanka was like 5 or 6. So I also had the cat Cinco. I used to live. First of all, he had a bomb ass 2-story cage. It might have been 3 stories. It was big, and then I always let him out. Like, he used to just be able to... He had a ball, but fuck that. He used to just be able to go. Like, I just let him out. Mm-hmm. And then, like, Cinco used to, like, come up to him like, no, Cinco, don't fuck with him. He didn't fuck with him. And Rolanka loved Cinco. Like, he would always, like, run up to him. I'm like, do you know that's a fucking cat? Like...
It will eat you.
Yeah. But he knew. Cinco knew not to fuck with him.
He's probably like, alright, you're kind of cool. I still want to eat you, but... whatever.
He got lost once.
We can do this Tom and Jerry shit.
He got lost once. But it was cool. So, I had that motherfucker a long time. I was probably pregnant with Austin by the time... So, I was probably like 20, 21. So, I probably had that shit like 6, 7 years. That nigga was old.
The longest pets I've ever had are fish. And that's like in my adult life, like living in my own home. I've never had an animal like from like baby to like death, natural death. Whether it be by dog or...
But you've had dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we would get dogs all the time when I was little. But then when my dad would get tired of it, he'd go, quote unquote, take it for a ride.
Wait, did you say walk or ride?
Walk.
Oh, my mom said ride.
Right, yeah.
I took one cat for a ride.
Oh my gosh. One time we had a dog and we loved this dog. Like, this was the first like dog, like my parents, like it had been years since we had a dog, and they're like, yeah, we just moved into the house, we'll get a dog. And then they just got rid of it. They didn't even tell us about it. They just fucking got rid. Like, and the motherfucker showed up in the newspaper. Like, oh, somebody's adorable, and his name was Butler.
Oh, Butler.
Yeah, he was like so dope. He was like a boxer, and he would like just jump up on you. Just like super friendly, just like dumb, like playful dog. But it's like, dang, it's like
Where were they getting these dogs from? Because back in the day, sometimes you would find it. Sometimes the homie had a dog.
Yeah, the
or
homie.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like a friend of a friend.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, man. What the hell? And I just like, I don't know. I don't want a pet because I don't want to have to take care of a pet. I did have the longest living betta fish. It lived for like, probably like 7 years. I think they're only supposed to live for like 2 or 3.
Damn.
Yeah. And I had a catfish too.
Okay.
That lived for about the same amount of time. It was an electric catfish.
Ooh. I used to have a bomb-ass fish tank, like, because I was working real young. So, like, that's one of the first things I brought from my room. Like, I had frogs in my shit, like the little swimming frog. Oh, that shit was dope. And just some cool-ass... I had one fish that killed fucking everybody. I was glad when he died. It was like some kind of cichlid. He got all big and shit and just bullied everybody. Fucking mean ass.
Just flush him down the toilet.
He just eventually... He died. He was alone. He died alone.
Don't we all? One time I won a goldfish at a carnival, and my mom told me that I fed it too much and it died. Okay. And then... I heard her on her phone or talking with her friend. I don't know if she was on the phone or I just remember her talking to her friend and saying like, oh yeah, like I flushed it. Like I got tired of it. And I was like, what? I remember like...
Wait, how old were you when you heard that? Oh, well, goldfish like don't last long, so...
8 or 9.
Okay.
It hadn't even been that long. I think she probably just got tired of buying it food or it needed food and she didn't want to get it or something. It's like, that's fucked up. Like, she told me that I killed it. She told me I killed, like, who...
Oh, yeah.
Like, what kind of person what kind of parent...
It's funny
tells
now.
Their kid.
It's just funny hearing it, but when you play it back, you're right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is funny, like, when you hear it. But then once you analyze it, It's like, wait.
That is fucked up.
Oh, really? Like, you wouldn't have just said, like, it died? Like, you said... You told me I fed it too much. Like, the fuck? Like, and so that's like how.
So what would you have
my
done?
mom was.
Let's say.
Imagine growing up with that.
What would you do? Like, if you got tired of taking care of your kids' pets, not even that you couldn't afford to do it, just you like that, or yeah.
I would make them do it. Or I just wouldn't.
What would have been like the financial part about it, though? Like, I would make them earn it. Then.
Yeah, I feel like they would earn it by taking care of it. Walk, because they want a dog, so it'd be like you could walk, like you have to walk the dog, and if that's what you want, then that's what you're gonna have to take care of. Because I ain't even trying to mess with that.
But then you have to buy the food still.
Yeah, I would be okay with paying for the food. Like, you take care of it, and then this will be your reward. Since
this dog is vegan. No.
I don't think that's right.
Vegan dogs.
Right, there are some people that try to make their pets vegan.
But that's dumb. Well, it might not be dumb for some pets. Some pets are vegan. But
my fucking chickens are vegan, yo.
But they say, like, cats and dogs, they want meat. So, like, when you buy the pet foods that have the grains and shit as the first ingredients, that's not...
It's not good for them. Because if you think about what they eat, like...
In the wild.
Yeah. Cats eat rodents.
Right.
Like, they know how to gut them. So...
Do they?
Yeah.
Or do they just eat? Oh, yeah. Probably for, like... Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. I've never seen a cat do it in real life. But I do know... So, we had a cat... Our neighbor... Paul, like, Chris's uncle, his wife had... cats. They were like out, mostly outdoor. They lived in the garage, and one of them was a stray. Becky just kind of took it in, and it ate gophers because it was feral. Yeah. So
my mom said, "Don't ever take a stray cat in," even though Cinco was a stray cat, but that's why his ass was fucking crazy.
So like this, and she never wanted this cat, Mariah. She never wanted to be inside. She didn't like people at all, and but she would eat the gophers. We used to have a big gopher problem here, and no more gopher problem. She would eat them all, and leave like the end, like, what is it called? The sweetbreads. What is it? The brain. The innards. Leave all the organs. Okay. Like, you would just see it, like, plopped all the organs.
Smart.
Yeah.
So, he didn't like that shit.
Huh?
He didn't like that shit.
Well, I think they're not supposed to eat that. I think they're only supposed to eat the meat. Like, so, like, instinctually they know.
Yeah. Not poison. What word am I looking for?
It's probably like how tigers
like toxin. Like, there's probably toxins in those organs for the gopher.
Yeah, and, like, I wonder if, like, hyenas and, like, so, like, scavengers just kind of, like, built. Anyways. So, man, like, I'm high now. I don't even know what I was talking about. Wait. Cats. Pets. Okay.
I always have the dopest cats. Except for that one, and that's the one I took for a ride. And the only reason why I took it for a ride, because I picked all my cats. And this one, a neighbor was like, "Oh, I just got this cat." And then, like, a week later, she was like, "Here, you want it?" And I was like, "Sure." But the cat was stupid.
That's why she gave it to you.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Cinco could fetch. That shit was dope. Like, we had a little sock. Throw it. He'll run, go get it, bring it right back, drop it in front of you. Like, he loved that shit. Like, what cat does that?
So, anyways, well, I was thinking about music. I went to the music taste. Let's end with music.
Okay.
So, I was thinking, if music tastes good, one of, like, some of my favorite artists were there.
When was that?
This was 2 weeks ago. So, not last weekend, but the weekend before.
Okay.
Long Beach Music Festival. And... So, a lot of my favorite artists were there, so I was, like, pretty stoked to be there.
You had a great time?
Yeah, the Gifted Gab.
Excuse me? Okay.
She's a rapper.
Yeah.
So,
now, is she
Gifted Gab, she's Morgang she's from Seattle.
Okay.
She's linked up with Blimes, who's from San Francisco.
Okay.
And they're sick. they're pretty. I love.
I think you sent me the video because that's why I thought she was in a group.
Yeah, like they just have. I think they're on our Instagram.
Okay.
At Mixed Screens Podcast, right? Or is it just at Mixed Screens?
At Mixed Screens Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's on our Instagram at Mixed Screens Podcast. A little clip. It's so.
Of them rapping. It looks like a little cipher or something, kind of.
Yeah, like they just have straight bars. Like it's they're pretty sick. So I got to see them. I got to see Santi Gold.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. She had such a good show.
Okay. I would expect
She had a bunch of blow up pool toys, and she threw them out there. Yeah. At one point she invited the audience on the stage. Okay. So many people went up there. It was so cool. So she had a dope show. I got to see Princess Nokia.
Oh, okay.
She had a good show. Okay. And then I got to see Lizzo.
I'm not sure.
She's the one. I don't know. My voice is all messed up. She's like, anyways, Lizzo. She's kind of poppy, but like kind of, I don't like poppy, but with like soul and like
Azalea Banky.
No, not. I don't know. I don't know how to describe her right now, man. I'm high. So. But she just sings like I do my hair toss, check my nails. Okay. Like, and then she's like, if he don't love you anymore, just walk your fine ass out the door. If he don't love you anymore.
You said my voice is messed up, but then you sang like that.
I know.
That's probably how it goes.
Just
I probably heard it.
Fine ass out the door. So bad.
I was gonna say, can you sing, Judy?
Not right now. So anyways, I'm listening to these songs with my daughters, and then like Blime's Gifted Gab, they're just like normal, just like us. They're not like, we were having this discussion like Nicki Minaj, just like all this like tits and ass kind of shit, and like like Princess Nokia, she does like, and even Lizzo, like they had like cute.
Nokia has her own little style.
Yeah, but it's a style. It's not just like tits and ass.
Right.
So I was hella stoked to be raising daughters at a time when great music like this is out, and at a time when we're like
women can be themselves and not have to sell themselves, their bodies. Because, like, nobody ever gave a fuck about women's, like, minds and what we thought. They just wanted to hear us talk about
them.
And show them the goods, basically.
Yeah.
Just look pretty.
Yeah, so this is more like, just confidence. Just, like, having confidence in yourself and just, like, or just having just sick-ass bars without having to sacrifice.
Right.
You know.
So I would say, like, actually, two of my top favorite women, and I know, like, actual women that rap hate when you separate. Like, just call me a rapper. But MC Lyte and the Lady of Rage are two of my favorite women rappers. And both of those people never, like, showed you their tits and their ass.
Yeah.
They just had bars. Or style. Because for me, MC Lyte had bars, but she had a lot of style and charisma.
Yes, I have an MC Lyte tape in my car.
Right, I remember that.
Yes, I love her.
And her voice. And Rage was like Rage.
That was like Flowetry.
Rage, I feel confident saying, like, she is a dope ass rapper. Period. You don't have to say a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like where that movement like took off. It's like because I just like attribute it to. Anyways,
those women were always there. They just got overshadowed.
Yes, they got over on purpose.
Right.
So then they shut them down, and then they had just. Like, I mean, I like Foxy Brown and, like, all that kind of shit, but, you know...
Do you know the coup?
The what?
The Coup?
No, I don't.
Okay. They had a woman rapper on there. I think her name was Pam the Funktress. She actually just passed away too. Oh. Actually, I think she was their DJ. Now that I think about it. Or what about Diggable Planets?
Yes.
Ladybug.
Yes.
She was dope as fuck.
Yeah, so then...
And she wasn't like tits and ass.
Then it just kind of... Because then you had like Salt and Pepper. Mm-hmm. And... I don't know.
See, no, that's a good that's a good group to name. Because Salt and Pepper wanted to be sexy, but they didn't ever like...
Yeah, I was like...
Nicki Minaj it out or no shit.
Yeah, and it was still
I should have said that, but...
Yeah, crass. Like, she's just crass. She's not sexy at all. Like, she thinks... Anyway, I don't know. A lot of people disagree with me. Right. A lot of people disagree with me. Anyhow, back to the point, it was just, like, really nice to be able to enjoy this music with my children. Not just my daughters, but my son, too. Right. He was, like, hella stoked to see... Blinds, Gifted Gab, because I listened to them so much. Okay. Like, and all they were stoked to see all the performers.
Right.
Because that's what I listened to.
Okay.
So, like I said, it was very nice to be a mother raising children in a time when there's such good music out. And
unfortunately, you have to look for it.
Yes.
And you have to support them.
But it goes in line with seeking the positive. If you focus on the negative, then that's what you're just going to get. But if you focus on the positive, it will lead to more positive things. You find out about Princess Nokia, look her up, like do a playlist, and then Lizzo will come up, and then, somebody else will come up, and it's just explore.
Yeah.
Don't be shut down. And like you said,
Spotify is a great tool.
And
for me,
promote these artists and buy their music, help them out. Buy
I
merch.
feel like even buy their merch, but even by just streaming. I mean, even though that's like penny on the dollar, but you're still getting their numbers up, getting their algorithms up, and I'm pretty sure if you hear something dope, you probably post that shit playing on the background of your Instagram or So, I don't know. What I was trying to say, Spotify is a great tool for me because let's say I'm listening to Princess Nokia. I'll put it on Princess Nokia radio or it'll start suggesting things. It'll get my algorithm to suggesting stuff like that. And that's how I find way out of the box artists. You're not going to hear that shit on the goddamn radio. Most likely you're not going to hear it on satellite radio. You might, because they play stuff off of albums and they play obscure stuff, but internet radio, actually, I find a lot of stuff.
Streaming everything, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so streaming. So anyways, Spotify is a great tool to find new music.
SoundCloud.
Friends. I love when people post what they're listening to on their stories.
Okay.
I love that because I'll look up, especially if I have a friend that I know kind of has the same taste or just always listens to dope shit.
Yeah.
I'll for sure look up their music.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a lot of... There's a rapper, Ramirez. I don't see an Instagram for him. I don't know what his Instagram is. I only see Twitter, and he's at the Gray Gorilla. He's pretty dope. So anyways, on that note, we're going to go ahead and leave. Listen to some good music. And focus on the positive. Until next time. Peace.
Peace out.
Mixed friends, don't judge me. It's not what it seems. Mixed friends, mixed dreams.